Hey students, I hope you are doing well. In the last video, we read the poem Art is Hard. This is part 2 in which we are going to do the book exercises. So let's begin. So the question is choose the correct options to complete these sentences. Alright, first one the speaker finds painting dash tricky, difficult, taxing, difficult, and taxing. So, throughout the poem, the child keeps telling us how tiring painting is, how messy it becomes, and how exhausted he feels. The correct answer is difficult. Painting is not easy for him. He struggles, he gets tired, and feels it needs a lot of effort. So, the poet clearly shows that painting is difficult, not just tricky or fun. Okay. Question 2. The speaker does not use dash while painting. Here the poem mentions many art materials like paint, pencils, crayons, and pastels. So the options are charcoal, paper mache, pens, or pastels. So one thing is not used while painting, and that is paper mache. So the correct answer is paper mache. It's a craft technique and not a painting tool. That is why this option is correct. Third one, when the speaker says, I think it will be quite a while till I create once more, he means to say that he will paint in a while, he will not paint again, he will paint after many days, he wants to try painting again soon. So here, quite a while means a long time. He means that he will paint after many days. Okay, he's so tired that he needs a long break before painting again. Question 4. The speaker's mother screams with despair because dash. He doesn't know how to paint. He's very lazy. There is paint everywhere and the dog is stuck to his basket. Creating tires him out. So, think about the scene in the poem. Paint is everywhere, the room is messy, and even the dog is not spared. So, the answer is there is paint everywhere, and the dog is stuck to his basket. The mother is shocked by the complete mess created during the child's artwork. Next slide. Now, answer the questions in a few lines. Question 1. What, according to the speaker, gets everywhere? So now recall what was spread everywhere? Charcoal. So we will write, according to the speaker, the charcoal just gets everywhere. All right. Next one. What was the speaker quite sure of in the third stanza? So what was it? The speaker was quite sure that he would not paint again for a long time because painting made him very tired. It was taxing for him and became messy. So we will write, in the third stanza, the speaker was quite sure of the fact that art was too taxing for him since it always became messy whenever he tried drawing. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. Third one, what were the various things which the speaker used for his artwork? So, this question tests our observation skills. The speaker used so many things like paint, pencils, pastels, etc. for his artwork. You can write the various things that the speaker used for his artwork were pencils, charcoal, crayons, pastels, pens, glue, and paper mache. Alright, now question 4. What does the speaker find taxing? Write down the line which suggests that he feels tired. First, understand the word taxing. It means tiring. This creating tires me out. Remember this line? This line clearly suggests that the child finds it taxing. Question 5. Describe the state of the child's room in your own words. This is a descriptive question. The child's room is extremely messy. Paint is on the ceiling, pastel dust is everywhere, pencils are on the chair, and crayons are scribbled across the door. So you will write, the child's room is messy. There is paint upon the ceiling, pencil on the chair, pastel dust everywhere, and crayons scrawled across the door. Clear? Now let's discuss some questions related to life skills and values. Question 1. Did you find the poem funny? What were some of the things that made you laugh? So now let us think a little deeper beyond the poem. Yes, the poem is funny because of the exaggerated mess, paint on the ceiling, pastel dust everywhere, and even the dog getting stuck to its basket, right? So So we can write, yes, I found the poem to be really funny. We have seen children struggling with painting and art, and every line in the poem shows vivid pictures of a child actually grappling with crayons and charcoal and pastels and glue and whatnot. Some children find artwork taxing, and this poem shows it beautifully. It is amusing to read the honest expressions of the child where he states, I'm really far too messy. And mom shrieking with despair, right? Now let's move to the next question. Question 2 asks, do you think creativity should be encouraged in all subjects? Yes, creativity should be encouraged because it helps children think freely, solve problems creatively, and enjoy learning, even in subjects like maths and science, right? So you can write the answer. Creativity is pure imagination and needs to be encouraged in all subjects, including maths and science, since that is how inventions and discoveries are made. There can be no invention or discovery without creativity, without a creative mind. It fuels the curiosity of children and adults alike and leads to new ideas that are valuable to every community and country. It is the duty of all parents and schools to allow children to express themselves and share their ideas. This can be done by asking what if questions in all subjects and appreciating all suitable responses. That is why most of the teachers in most of the subjects ask you this question, what if, right? This helps one to think and find solutions to problems. This also allows everyone to respect each other's ideas, however entertaining or foolish they might seem. The thrill of a creative effort, right or wrong, gives great happiness to children. All right, now moving to the next slide. This is vocabulary, words related to painting. Rearrange the letters of the jumbled words to fill in the blanks. All the words are related to painting. So this one is easy for you. All the words are related to painting and you have to rearrange the jumbled words. All right. Let us learn some important art related words from this lesson. The artist made a wonderful dash of the girl. What do you think? Kestch. Can you make a meaningful word out of this? Yes, it will be sketch. Sketch is a quick, rough drawing made to show ideas before the final artwork. Okay, see, this is the sketch. This was my first painting on a dash. VSCN. What will it be? It will be canvas. Canvas is a strong cloth on which artist paints using colors like this one. This is on a canvas. The painter decided to paint a dash after looking at a beautiful view of the rising sun in the countryside. What did the painter decide to paint? It was a landscape. What is a landscape? Landscape is a painting of natural scenery like mountains, rivers, trees, or fields, like this one. This is a landscape. Your wallpaper. Samir made a dash of his grandmother. It will be portrait. Portrait is a painting or drawing of a person, specially showing the face. Like this one is the portrait of a young lady. Fifth one, I squeezed out some oil paints on my color dash. It will be palette. It's easy to guess. Palette. Palette is a flat surface on which artists mix colors before painting. You must have guessed. Yes, this is the color palette. Okay. Last one, the cartoonist completed the drawing with a few expert dash office pen. So, what will it be? Strokes. Very easy. Yes, strokes. Strokes are the movements of the brush or pen while drawing or painting. See, these are the strokes of a brush. Okay, I hope all these words are clear to you. Moving to the next slide. Now let's talk about prefixes. In, im, ir, dis, mis. Now let us understand prefixes. Prefix is a group of letters added before a word to change its meaning. Why do we use in and in, or ir? These are used to mean not or opposite of. Like possible becomes impossible. Impossible means not possible. Responsible becomes irresponsible. Irresponsible means not responsible. So they usually mean not. Some other examples are believe, disbelieve means not believe. Okay. Fortune, you can add miss to it. Misfortune means bad luck. Understand, misunderstand, understand wrongly. Okay, so the meaning is changed, entirely changed. Connect, if you add dis to it, becomes disconnect, means break the connection. So prefixes help us create new words with new meanings. Okay, let me give you all the answers again. Impossible, impossible, responsible, irresponsible, believe, disbelieve, fortune, misfortune, understand, misunderstand, connect, disconnect. So you saw here that these letters or group of letters which you are adding to before a word is changing its meaning. These are called prefixes. These are prefixes. Dis, miss, in, im, il. Okay. So what is a prefix? A word part added in front of a base word to change the meaning. Okay. For example, if you add un to clean, it becomes unclean. Opposite of clean. Appear, disappear. Now you cannot add just any prefix to any word. Okay? You cannot say, ma'am, can it be unappear? No. It will be disappear only. Okay? So there are fixed prefixes. Now moving to the next slide. Now let's look at the summary. The poem Art is Hard humorously shows a child's experience of painting. The child enjoys creating art, but also finds it messy, tiring, and exhausting. Paint spreads everywhere, the room turns upside down, and even the mother is shocked by the chaos. Through humor, the poet reminds us that creativity is joyful but also demanding, and every artist puts in effort behind their art. So that's all for today. See you in the next video with some other chapter. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.